Hey everyone, it's Joe at National Sports Entertainment, and I wanted to go into our 4 o'clock games. They're starting pretty soon, and I'll hit the Packers game as well. Although, as you know, I always look at things to the last minute, so if I notice anything or during the 4 o'clock games, I'll put out an update on the Packers. I will say I think it's going to be a little bit contingent on the Seahawks game, but just to cover the games, I am noticing a trend. It seems like a lot of the better playoff teams are running away, and it could change. But the Chiefs won their game big. The Vikings are looking the same. I think the Bills pull away. I could be wrong. Cincinnati's looking the same. So again, you can tell the playoff team's looking good. Even the Bucs looking pretty good. That being said, I expect no different with Dallas, the Eagles, and the Niners. With the Eagles, I did get it down to 16. I'm using CBS because ESPN's down. But I think the trend is they're going to make these better playoff teams look unstoppable. So, secondarily, I don't see a lot of people laying 16 points. Even as good as the Eagles are, the Giants aren't that bad. So, for both reasons, I like the Eagles minus the 16. Again, I did buy the half because it was 16 on ESPN last I checked. And same thing with Washington. I think Dallas covers the 7. I think San Francisco covers the 14. I did buy it the 13.5. And of these three, they're all leg ones except the Eagles. I do like the Eagles minus 16 as a second leg. The other two I like as a first leg. Now, the two in the middle here, we got Chargers, Broncos. I like the Broncos. I think, again, nothing fancy. They're just going. This is where they're going to make some money from the public, assuming the Chargers will win anyway, even with backups. And I think they won't. I think the Broncos will win and cover. So I do like the Broncos in this one as a leg 1. And I do like the Rams as a leg 2. Rams plus 5. Because I think it's a great money line game. A lot of people think Seahawks have to lose for the game at 8 o'clock to make any sense. And that's not necessarily true. The Seahawks can certainly win, and it'll still be interesting. But since we have no teams actively both fighting for a spot, New England, Buffalo, Buffalo's already in. Minnesota, Chicago's out already. Jets, Dolphins, Jets are already out. So there's nobody here that has a chance of getting in. Browns are already out. But in this game, Lions, Packers is the only one like the Titans, Jags, where the winners actually, they both have something. Both teams in the game have something at stake. So while I can see the narrative of Seahawks fans watching in angst, I actually like the Lions and Packers fans both watching the night game. That being said, just like the Jags, we know they win. Do they cover? Well, I'm going to say yes, because I think they're going to want to make Packers look bona fide. And again, if the Seahawks win, it might be closer, because now they want to keep the Seahawks fans all, watching the game till the end. But if the Seahawks lose, I think there's a better chance that Green Bay just washes Detroit. And because there's no suspense at that point, it's just the Lions and Packers, better team wins. And I think they want to make the Packers look as good as these other playoff teams, especially since their record is going to be the worst. Probably the worst, tied with the Bucs maybe. But so I just think it makes sense that they look good. So again, I like Green Bay to cover here. Eagles down to 16, I like that. And if the Eagles 16 misses or the Rams plus 5, they're leg 2s, that's what I'll take. Green Bay minus 5 as a leg 3. Okay, so that's how I do it. If a lot of people were curious, I leg 1 is 1 unit, leg 2 is 2 units, leg 3 is 4 units, and that way we can get them in time. So I don't have to put out a video at 7:15 and you guys only have an hour to make Green Bay a leg 3. You can automatically do it if the Rams don't cover the 5. I'm just plugging in Green Bay minus 5. So those are the football games. For basketball, I'm going to do a video on that. Again, ESPN's down. I'm trying to get the correct spreads to match ESPN. All I can say for now is I really like Portland plus 3. That's what they're getting here. I like the Mavericks, and I like the Heat to cover because of the metrics. The others I'm not playing just yet, but Portland's starting really soon, so if you can get in on that one. And yeah, Dallas, I like them plus 4, and I like the Heat. I did buy a half, so I got the Heat plus 4 as well. So I do like those 3 to cover the spread. Blazers cover, Heat cover, Mavericks cover. I'm playing the Mavericks and the Heat cover as a leg 2. just because of the metrics. And if I see any more basketball games, I'll go into them. But I more so wanted you guys to have all the 4 o'clock plays and the night play and stuff in time. And I'll go into this and stuff too, of course. But I want everyone to have these plays in time. And I figured it was a good time. It's halftime. Assess the games. Looks like we're doing well on our 1 o'clocks. I think we wound up doing really good. And I'll assess them all, of course. But for now, it's more important to get the 4 o'clocks out. So that's what I figured I'd do. So take care, everybody, and happy earnings.